Welcome back, everybody. Meg and I are always grateful and delighted to be with you all. I'm Jen Baradi, and I'm a yoga and iRest mindfulness teacher. I'll begin this session with a bit of more vigorous chair yoga this time, since we're connecting to the solar chakra, the energy center of fire. Remember, if chair yoga is new to you, just basically using a chair that's stable as a prop, mostly seated for this 8-minute practice. You can take off your shoes or socks or leave them on, and just modify any positions at all. Taking rest and listening to your body, that idea of svatiyaya, self-knowledge. Always following medical advice, especially for injuries. And if any discomfort arises, just rest in your seat or stand and stretch. Okay, as you start to stabilize and settle into your chair, maybe rubbing your hands together like this. We're creating heat with that whole solar chakra idea. The solar chakra, the energy center, is above the navel and the upper belly. So just breathing here and maybe feeling the warmth emanating from your hand and then maybe emanating back to your hand. And then maybe imagining the color of yellow, which is associated with the solar chakra. Vibrant, invigorating, fiery, that element of fire. And then maybe noticing or imagining the scent of ginger, citrusy, spicy, woody. As you continue to breathe, maybe gratitude arises for this movement in the body, this breath. Maybe starting to build an intention around your power, self-confidence, self-esteem. Repeating it 3 times while I offer one aloud for all of us. I'm grateful for bringing value to life as myself and for being powerful through gentleness. I'm grateful for bringing value to life as I am and for bringing power through gentleness. I'm grateful for bringing value to life just as I am and for being powerful through gentleness. And just maybe noticing how this powers you through our time together and during this practice. So we're going to start with something called Kapalabhati breathing. It's the breath of fire. So it's invigorating, warming, heating, purifying, detoxifying. But it might not be so good if you've got any more torso-related challenges, maybe anatomically or circulatory, respiratory systems. And if the idea of doing something called breath of fire already brings some discomfort, then feel free just to rest and maybe just noticing the breath, inhaling and exhaling in your body. So just let me demonstrate for the moment. So I'm going to align my spine and maybe activating that core, inhaling fully, then exhaling completely, belly to spine. And just breathing through my nose, I'll be activating my breath. So like this. Then coming back to inhaling, you can gaze just to the tip of your nose and just very gently through your nose, even though it's a very powerful breath. So you're welcome to join me. So finding that alignment again, inhaling fully, exhaling completely, and then 10 rounds. Ready? Let's go. And then exhaling. Just doing your best, whatever feels comfortable in your body, that comfortable discomfort. Inhaling fully, emptying the breath completely. And last time. And just coming back to that upper area, that solar fire. Maybe you're noticing more vibrance, more energy. Maybe even gratitude is arising as you're finding greater enlivening of the body. Okay, so continuing with this theme of powering through gratitude and the fire, the solar chakra, we're going to do a little bit more movement. So it'll be a little bit quicker, but again, finding your range of motion and your comfortable pace. So we're going to open and close, really expanding through each finger, through the palm of the hand, through each toe, through the sole of the foot. Just really pressing through that. Just several times. Okay. And then interlacing the hands, the feet come to the ground, and just doing that figure 8, going both directions, just at your own pace, really feeling the wrists waking up. Okay, and then we're going to do sort of like a modified boat. So maybe coming in a little bit and then lifting. You can lift your feet, you can feel your core activated. Yeah, and then maybe doing the same sort of movement of this figure 8 with your ankles if you can. You can do one leg at a time if that's more comfortable for you. Yeah. Everything's starting to awaken. Okay, and releasing the feet to the ground, just awakening the hips, rocking side to side. Maybe in and out. Okay, bring your arms together. We're gonna just turn the torso. Yeah, maybe turning through the thoracic spine, finding movement. Maybe change the grip a couple more times. Okay, so coming into goddess legs, like we've done before, we're just gonna do some twisting here with our shoulders. So holding onto your legs, you're gonna start bringing that one shoulder down, twisting and looking back towards the right side. Everything's engaged. And then coming the other way, doing the other side. Gazing behind, and then maybe finding some movement if it's possible for you. Just getting any kinks. Okay, and then bring the feet back. Yeah, and we'll do a little bit with the neck and just be very gentle but powerful, that comfortable discomfort. So just turning the head side to side. Yeah, maybe noticing the scalene muscles or the SCM working. And then from one side to the other, maybe even pulling that shoulder down. Just really opening things up, maybe even feeling the trapezoids releasing. And then up and back as well. Really opening up the front part of the neck and the back. Okay, hopefully you're feeling very vibrant and energized already with our breathing and starting to awaken the body. So if you want, you can take rest for a moment or do that counterbalance. You can even bring your legs a little bit further apart. See how that feels. Yeah. We'll be doing some modified sunnays. We've done them before, but we'll be doing them just with one breath each. So just doing your best, finding that alignment if it's comfortable for you. So ankles under the knees, hips under the shoulders, engaging the core, vertebrae by vertebrae up the spine, samastitihi, starting position. So everything's engaged from the toes all the way to the crown. And just breathing here, feeling that flow of energy, warmth and heat. Inhaling, upward facing tree, palms touch. Exhale, forward fold, just to the degree that feels comfortable. So maybe you're down here, maybe you're a bit higher. And just breathing here. Inhale, halfway lift, whatever that looks like, flat back, open up the shoulders. And then forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, all the way up, palms touch, upward facing tree. Okay, once, we'll do it again. Inhale, upward facing tree. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up, palms touch. You're doing really well, good. Okay, we're gonna add an extra little movement into this with a bit of a twist. So just do your best, whatever feels comfortable for you. Okay, inhale, upward facing tree. Exhale, forward fold. Okay, and bringing that left hand to the opposite leg, the left arm resting on the left leg. Bring that right palm to the right thigh and just twisting towards the right side, looking behind you. Yeah, that left arm and left leg are stabilizing you. Engage the core and breathing here. 3, 2, 1. Good, okay. And then crossing your arms at the elbows and just rocking back and forth, twisting the arms and then switching positions. And then doing the same thing on the other side. So the right hand finds the opposite leg, the right arm is against the right leg, left palm on the left thigh, and twisting, gazing behind you, releasing the shoulders and breathing here for 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center. Okay, rolling up slowly. Okay, and maybe just noticing, is there a difference in your energy? Is there a warmth? Is there heat? Is there something fueling you? Maybe noticing the breath is a bit different. And then again, finding that heat. We're just gonna cover our face for just a moment. Maybe feeling our face brightening. Coming back to that intention you made at the beginning of the practice around your power, self-esteem, self-confidence. I am grateful for bringing value to life as I am, and for being powerful through gentleness. And maybe just noticing how this intention of gratitude arises during our time together or beyond in the rest of your day. So I'm going to change the video now, and Meg will help us with the introduction and the journal. Okay, so feel free to grab a paper and pencil or to change any position that might be more comfortable during the webinar. Okay, thanks.
Hey everyone, thank you, Jen. I'm feeling the heat all over. How about you all? It's a nice way to give ourselves something good in the middle of the day. I'm Meg McSherry, therapist and owner of Courage Health and Wellness. iRest, chair yoga, even yoga in general, all evidence-based things that we know are helpful. And when we're in the right mindset, right, then we're focused on what's most important and what we want to be doing. So today, the focus is on gratitude. Gratitude, I know you all have lots of experience using gratitude. And I always say how it's not, logically, we can always be grateful. But I think the key is finding the things that get us into the emotion of gratitude. And iRest is one of those ways that we can find places to tap into that gratitude quickly. So last week we were focused on opposites, and there was an invitation to make note of them and notice them throughout the week. So in the Q&A box below, it'd be great to hear your thoughts on what you noticed in regard to opposites and what you did when they showed up. So that's really the most important thing, right? It's never about eliminating things, especially anything that we would label as negative. That's impossible, but it's more so what we do with it. And we've not been given good guidance as children, taught very well what to do with it. Usually we're taught to avoid. So if you would, or if you didn't do the formal journaling practice, that's okay too, and just want to share thoughts about this. I know for myself, for me, it's about observing and noticing those negative thoughts and feelings by looking at them like leaves on a stream or passing cars. And that gives me the ability to notice those negative things while also being able to bring in the oppositeness, the positive as well. Great, yes. So someone said that one of theirs was, I'm not good enough. Well, which is what Jen gave that example as well. But that and the opposite is that I'm everything that I need to be. So. And great, another person was talking about how noticing with all of the, I should have done this, I should have done that, there was the ability to also notice, well, I did get these things done. And I feel like we're so task oriented that that's a really common one. So like always, at the end of today's practice, there'll be an opportunity to share thoughts and observations again. And if you have any needs or questions during, don't hesitate to put them in the Q&A. So, all right, Jen's back with us. And I always want to give as much time for the iRest practice. It's my favorite thing. So I'll turn it over to you, Jen.
Thanks so much, Meg, and to everyone sharing their journaling. We've defined intention as your why for a specific time, a powerful statement coming from within you, supporting your purpose. It's the fuel for your heartfelt desire, which is why your why in the world, your contribution for this lifetime. It's your fire motivating you every day. Okay, so continuing to work with intentions. We're working with gratitude this time. And through gratitude, Richard Miller says that just the more you experience it, this joyfulness, this peacefulness. And the more you find it in your body, this felt sense, maybe a warmth or something in the face that's warm, or in the chest, this giving or receiving of this contentment or joy. So I was thinking back to my early memories of gratitude. My mom has always been a wonderful example. My mom's in her late 70s, and getting around isn't easy for her. Yet even now, when we go for her yearly visits with her specialists, or we haven't seen her MD for a while, she'll always manage to carry with her chocolates or even a heavy bottle of wine. She'll give them a hug and these gifts. She's just so grateful for their time, their patience, for being so kind, listening. And she'll express this gratitude to them while they're checking her blood pressure, while they're checking her reflexes. And to me, on the way there, while we're there, on the way home. It seems without realizing it, her mind and body have been habituated, became familiar to this felt sense of gratitude. You can see it. There's an extra burst of delight or energy, a smiliness. UC Berkeley published research by Wong and Brown about how gratitude benefits people struggling with mental health concerns. Well, when people felt more grateful, there was a greater neural sensitivity in the prefrontal cortex, the learning and decision-making area of the brain. And this suggested that when you're more grateful, you're also more attentive and more focused on how you express gratitude. And then practicing this gratitude trains the brain, and it's becoming more sensitive to experiencing gratitude in all of your life, and contributes to just better health, especially over time. So considering my mom's age and aches and pains, she's relatively a happy person. She's extremely grateful for all her children and grandchildren and what she has and is still able to do. So as Dr. Richard Miller says, the more experience of gratitude, the easier it becomes. You can connect with that feeling and you can express thankfulness and appreciation. You feel happier, having this felt sense of health and well-being. And the more you notice these bodily sensations, the more gratitude appears in your life. So setting intentions and continuing these practices, they can lead you to fulfilling your why in the world, your heartfelt desire, your purpose. So now if you can, write and also feel into what you're feeling grateful for in your life today, or just at this moment. Maybe considering your heartfelt desire or purpose if you've developed that already. Examples are, I'm grateful for having a loved one or a loved fur kid during this time of retreat. Maybe noticing energy flowing through your body. And as you say this, might this fuel your purpose if it is to radiate love and joy to yourself and others. I appreciate being fully listened to with an open mind and kind heart. Perhaps there's a warmth in the chest. And noticing this blessing over and over, your purpose of serving compassionately may arise. I'm thankful for long sunny days and refreshing rainy nights. I felt my eyes brighten when I said this to myself. Perhaps this supports a heartfelt desire for sharing creativity and openness. So I'll give you a few moments now, welcoming whatever may support you through your mindfulness practice today or beyond into the rest of your day as you live out your purpose and mission. And consider enlivening the statements. You can see, hear, sense, feel it, making it concrete in the present tense for your unconscious mind. Also, fully experience any sensations in your body. So my partner Mark and I have been working on handstands in our yoga practice. I still have a way to go, so we attended this webinar by Plant Calisthenics, and they reminded us about the slight edge principle. Maybe you've heard of it. It's the idea of doing small things that are easy to do, seemingly insignificant, but like one more minute of mindfulness, one extra intention before bedtime, or in our case, one more time upside down against the wall. Over and over again, these compound over time, producing massive benefits so that one more time becomes 365 more times throughout the year. So I'd like to invite you all now to experience an iRest, Integrative Restoration, guided mindfulness practice. You might want to keep something with you in case any insights arise. Listening to my voice, positioning your body however it feels most comfortable and at ease, welcoming sleepiness or alertness for about a 15-minute iRest practice, focusing on the heartfelt desire, intention with some body and breath scanning. And if you experience any discomfort at all, just open your eyes or ground your feet firmly, find movement, and then Meg will also be with us. You can reach out to her. Settling into a comfortable position in stillness or movement, eyes opened or closed. Letting go completely. Completely trusting the surfaces supporting you. Welcome air caressing the skin. Any sounds inside or outside of the room. Just making any adjustments to bring calm, ease, and well-being throughout your body and mind. Experience your heart's deepest desire, longing, contribution, purpose for this lifetime. Maybe radiating love and joy to yourself and others. Serving compassionately. Sharing creativity and openness. Fully experiencing and recognizing the felt sense of your purpose, heartfelt desire is true in this moment. Welcome an intention of gratitude. Accompanying you through this practice or in your everyday life. Without overthinking. Everything just as it is. Notice what you are thankful for in this moment. What or whom do you appreciate having in your life? And if nothing is arising right now, then just being with whatever is most calling for your attention. This too is your perfect experience. If helpful, recall a memory of a person or experience that enlivens gratitude in your body. Where does gratitude light up in your body? Letting go of thinking, of a person or action. Just savoring this felt sense of gratitude, just as it is. With your whole body and mind, recognize that this intention of gratitude supports and fuels you in realizing your heartfelt desire. Inviting my words to be your words as your attention drifts through your body. Jaw, mouth, maybe the tongue moving or coming to rest in the mouth. Nose, outer anatomy of the ears, dissolving inside the ears. Eyes, maybe movement dissolving into the head. Forehead. Without shifting or softening anything. Allowing sounds just to come and go without attaching. Welcoming the arms, palms, and fingers. Torso and pelvis. Legs, feet, and toes. Sensing the natural rise and fall of the belly. the relaxed beating of the heart. Maybe energy emanating from that solar chakra, upper part of the belly, energizing the body. The body breathing itself. Sensing into the entire unified body. Calm, ease, resting, peaceful. Changing sensations, revealing unchanging awareness. Imagine going about your day, welcoming the felt sense of gratitude. Without the need of a specific person or action to have appreciation. Taking the feeling of gratitude with you into your daily life. Taking your time now as you come back into your waking life. Welcoming the environment all around. All the while affirming your intention of gratitude. Allow the felt sense of gratitude to accompany you in every interaction and activity throughout your day. Noticing how it may be empowering your heartfelt desire. When it feels right, opening and closing your eyes several times. Finding movement, wiggling fingers and toes. Coming fully back to this present moment. Alert and grateful for taking this time for yourself in the practice of iRest. I'm just going to introduce the journaling. Thank you. Last session, we were journaling about the pairs of opposites as a tool for working with the negativity bias. So working with gratitude is another tool for this. In that same Wong and Brown study about gratitude benefiting mental health, they suggested that it wasn't the abundance of positive words that produced that better health and that better mental health. It was the participants' lack of negative emotion words. So writing about how your life has been blessed by others, or gratitude you feel for people, shifting attention away from toxic emotions like resentment and envy, and from ruminating on negative experiences. So for this third journaling practice, the invitation is to notice what you're grateful for daily, regularly, saying it aloud in your mind several times for that brain connection, fully believing in what you're saying, even just for that moment. Throughout the day, maybe coming back to the statement of appreciation if you can. And as you're journaling, maybe noticing any patterns or themes emerging. Consider enlivening this statement for your unconscious mind. And just welcoming and fully experiencing gratitude without the need to analyze or overthink. So I'll just give you a few moments to take any notes. But thank you always, everyone, for being with us for this Calming Toolkit, Living with Intention. So if there's any questions or comments.
Yeah, so we've had a comment of thanks and gratitude for this space and the webinars, the space we've created with the webinars, Jen, and you're very welcome. It's a great way, it's a very positive way to create some certainty. You know, the more things that we have that give us joy, comfort, happiness, give us help contribute to our personal growth. The more we have that consistently, the more comfort our brain receives, and the less uncertainty that we have. And so, so that's, I think that having these is a great way to create some certainty for all of us during this uncertainty of the virus that we're all experiencing. What, if for anyone who would like to share, what types of gratitude showed up for you all? For me, I always notice that when I'm doing gratitude practice, always things about my health, my ability to see, use of my hands, my feet, things like that, that being able to swallow without assistance and help, these things that we understandably all just kind of don't even notice. And but there's so many things that we can be grateful for just with our body alone, much, and also bigger things like the love that we have in our life, the ways we're able to contribute, things like that. So what are some of the ways that, or what are some of the ways that gratitude shows up for you all? Yes, family, all family is a big one, and is a good one. Yeah, car, transportation, absolutely. It's okay to say money. You know, the reality is that we have to have money to be able to eat and to live and to have shelter. So this week you're invited to, with intention, to notice and practice gratitude daily. And I think, I don't know about you, Jen, but I really think that one of the fastest ways to get into a positive emotion or mindset that's going to give us what we want, the outcomes we want, one of the fastest ways is to tap into gratitude. So I hope that you're able to do that for yourself this week. And this is a great thing to teach others, especially our children. So anything else, Jim, before we end for today?
No, I'm just thankful for this space as well. And thank you for working and collaborating with me. And I appreciate everybody who comes. You know, it's been a wonderful space for, I think, us as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm always so grateful for you for doing the yoga and the iRest practice. So it's something that it's a nice break for me in the middle of the day. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the weekend. Don't hesitate to reach out to Jen and I via email for any questions, comments, or any kind of individual, private, tailored experiences that you would like.